Yo, what is going on, you dimly lit Duskull? Today we're playing some games with a fossil deck in standard. I haven't played around with the fossil deck in a long time, especially in standard. But someone threw this in the Discord, and I played with it on Tuesday. On live streams on Tuesday, I play with the decks that you guys put in the Discord. If you guys didn't know, I do stream over on twitch.tv/AzulGG pretty much daily. Sometimes I don't stream on Mondays, but that's about it. Besides that, I'm on almost every day around 12 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, this Armaldo deck popped up. Fiddled around with a little bit. This is the list that I came to, and I thought I'd go ahead and show it off to you guys. So the point of the deck is to use the Pokémon Research Lab, get out the Anoriths. We use this for the first 2 turns usually. And we do play some Stadium Navs in here as well, because we want to ideally use the Pokémon Research Lab twice. So we want to be able to hit it on our first turn, and then if our opponent replaces the stadium, get it out again on our second turn. We do play a Marshadow just in case they put a Chaotic Swell in play. And we also play a Ditto, so we can evolve up from a Ditto to an Anorith to an Armaldo without having to use the stadium to be a little bit faster sometimes. And yeah, Armaldo's our main attacker, does 20 plus 50 for each unidentified fossil that's in our discard pile. We play 4 fossils, and we play 4 fossil excavation maps, so we can get those fossils out of our deck, put them on our bench, and then discard them through its effect, which says when it's in play, it's a basic Pokemon with 60 HP, and we can discard it at any point. And then we can hit for up to 220 damage, which one-shot Zation. We need 3 of them in the discard pile to one-shot anything in the PikaRom deck. We can beat Baby Blounds with Stamps and Marnie's kind of pressuring them. We're also a single prize attacker deck. Dragapult's a pretty tough matchup, but the rest of the top decks we can definitely manage to take games off of. So I thought I would show this deck off to you guys here today. So let's go ahead, let's get into some games. All right, we're into our first game here. Like I said, we do want to go first because most of the time we open Jirachi. We play 4 Jirachi, 1 Ditto, 1 Marshadow, and then hopefully that Jirachi can find us a Stadium or a Stadium Nav, and then we're able to actually get that turn 1 Stadium use off. If we go second, it's that much easier because we hopefully have a draw supporter to go with it. No basic Pokemon yet. Gonna go ahead and mulligan here off the start, and yeah, decent against a lot of the top decks. This deck has been obviously not anything broken or busted, but it's been all right. It's a fossil deck, so it's super cool for that reason. So I definitely want to show it off to you guys here today. Yeah, we'll see what we're up against here. It is a PikaRom. We do have that Stadium. We actually have an Evolution Incense as well. So turn 2 double Armaldo looking pretty good here. Start with the Stellar Wish. Gonna grab a Cynthia, I think. I do want to find, we do need to find some fossils, so I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive with the draw supporter. We did have a Twin Energy and 2 Armaldo, but we need to find fossils. There's a fossil. Otherwise, we're not gonna do any damage. The rest of the hand, not too great, but hopefully our Jirachi lives and we'll be okay. Double Anorith coming out. 1 fossil so far. We need a second fossil here. I guess if the Jirachi does go down, as long as we get a second fossil for somehow, we'll be okay. It looks like our Jirachi is gonna go down. If we get a fossil though, we can knock out this Boltund, which is a good enough start for me. They'll probably have the knockout here. I assume if they switch into Jirachi, that means they have another switch card to work with. Otherwise, it's a little bit risky. So yeah, I imagine they have another switch card to work with here. They'll knock out our Jirachi, unfortunately. But we have quite a few top decks to work with. Any draw supporter, any fossil, any what would be the other card that we could draw? Any fossil, any of the unidentified maps or whatever. I don't even know what that card is called. And if they don't replace our Stadium, at the very least we can just use the Research Lab again. We'll send up the unidentified fossil, let them knock out that for a prize card if they want to, and we will just Research Lab again, try and get out a some more Anorith. Yeah, that'll be our plan. There's the switch back though. Like I said, that's probably what they got. Boltund back into the active, so they will be taking the knockout on the Jirachi. It looked like they maybe had a full blitz there, actually, to be honest. They could have Guzman hauled away the basic energy. I don't know what they got off their Stellar, which I wasn't paying attention, not gonna lie. I expected us to get knocked out. Here comes the knockout. Yeah, we're gonna send up the fossil and hope the top deck's good. If not, the Research Lab did stick, so we'll be able to use that another turn, which would be just fine with me. Triple not gonna cut it. 2 more Anorith. Like I said, plenty of outs in the deck to top deck. I didn't play the Incense or attach an energy. I guess I could have attached an energy probably, actually. Because if they do Marnie or something here, that is another thing we're gonna have to find before we can actually really get aggressive about taking knockouts. So I could have attached an energy here, I guess. All right. Gotta probably top deck this turn. If we don't top deck this turn, we're probably getting a little bit too far behind. I also could have Incense one out, but then we could have whiffed that. All right, boom, perfect. Bench, discard, Incense. Grab ourselves the Armaldo. Armaldo comes out, evolve. Active is probably gonna get knocked out, so I'm gonna save the twin energies. I'm gonna go with the triple acceleration energy here. We could stamp. Our opponent has a pretty big hand. I guess it's possible they whiff if we do stamp them here. But I wouldn't. I don't think it's. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a turn. All right, knockout on the Bolton. Need another. Oh, Fossil is great. Ditto's okay. We need another Armaldo though right now. We're missing an Armaldo, and Armaldo is what we need to get another knockout on this next turn. We also need an unidentified fossil, but we found that, so we're just an Armaldo short here. Also making my hand as big as possible might convince our opponent to stamp us. Maybe. Hopefully, could use the stamp here. Big charm coming down. I don't think that affects any of the math from us. Oh, actually it does. But we could have actually knocked him out with just 2 fossils in the discard pile there. I didn't even realize that. All right, we knock out PikaRoms a lot more easily than I thought we would. We do have that 3rd fossil, so the big charm won't save them as long as we have an Armaldo to attack with, which is what we're currently lacking. Once again, a lot of top decks that we have the Armaldos, the Incense, ton of draw supporters in the deck. Not done yet. There's a Marnie from our opponent. I would love to see my opponent play the Marnie here. We'll see if they go for it or not. We haven't been doing a whole ton, so I wouldn't be surprised if they choose not to Marnie us. All right, here we go. Do we top deck an Armaldo or a way to find Armaldo? We've got 3 more Armaldos in the deck, 3 more Evolution Incense, 9 more draw. We play 10 draw supporters. Yeah, we got 2 research, 4 Cynthia, 4 Marnie. Play a lot of supporters in here. All right, Anorith to the active. Can we get a top deck here? Boss's order's not quite gonna cut it, I don't think. I'll bench Ditto. Play a reset stamp to disrupt our opponent a little bit here. But I think this one might be a little bit out of reach for us now. We needed something else to go right for us here. Unfortunately, it's not happening. Gonna go ahead and boss's orders up to the Dene. Bunch of fossil, and we will bug bite. We will bug bite here for 80 actually. So we do 2-shot the Dene. Maybe if we get lucky, it stays trapped in the active spot here. We 2-shot knock that out. Finally get ourselves into an Armaldo, and then can actually win the game from there. We'll see. They have a 4-card hand. I'm sure that'll lead to enough options to probably move it to Dene. They need an energy. Here they get the Mallow and Lana, so that'll work just fine for them. All right. Now we're in the danger of getting tag bolted and losing the game that way. I'm sure the Dene is going to make its way back to the bench. And they will be able to clean up the game with tag bolts here, unfortunately. We're super close in this one, especially for how lackluster our game went. Not too overly disappointed with almost the end result here. Here comes a Stellar Wish from our opponent. Yeah, next turn they should just be able to go tag bolt, or this turn they'll go full blitz. Next turn they'll tag bolt, and then we will lose on the following turn. Yeah, switch into, oh, they're going into the one with 4 energy actually. With the full blitz. Let's see how many basic energy they have left. They might not have enough to make this one tag bolt. They still have Thunder Mountain left, but they'd have to find it. Only 1. All right, if we can get the knockout on this Pikachu and Zekrom this turn right here, right now, they might not have enough to win the game. Stadium Nav, not going to cut it, though. See what's left. Plenty of stadiums. Yeah, there are the Armaldos. 3 Armaldo, 3 Incense. And then, yeah, 8 draw supporters in there as well. Ton of outs. Looks like it's not going to cut it for us this time. Going to go ahead. Just a research lab, I guess. Nothing to hit. Pass over to my opponent. It'll be a full blitz there. I'm trying to think if there's any way off of a top deck that we could possibly come back into this game, but I don't think it's possible. Here comes the tag bolt anyways. Gonna clean us up. We're gonna lose this first one. And one of the matchups we definitely have a decent chance against, I think, but sometimes when you play your draw supporter, you don't find another draw supporter or anything else to work with, and the game kind of falls apart. Hopefully, we draw a little bit better in the next one. All right, into another one. Won the coin flip. We will be going first. Open the Jirachi. Perfect. 2 Anorith in the hand. Not perfect. No stadium yet either. Need to find that stadium. No draw supporter to work with on the following turn as well. There's the stadium. Go ahead, sell it. Let's see if we can't get a supporter. No supporter, so hopefully we don't get donked here. That would be a real shame. Fossil Excavation Map. 2 more Anorith in the deck. That's good to see because we have 2 in our hand. And yeah, hopefully we don't get donked. Yeah, hopefully we don't get donked. Gonna go ahead, Research Lab, 2 Anorith, and we get to use another Stellar, which hopefully get out of this unfortunate situation so far. which is just kind of a lack of a supporter. But hopefully that fixes itself going into this next turn. And yeah, we'll see what our opponent's playing. Maybe we could even evolve one of these unidentified fossils into an Anorith. Depending on the matchup, it's fine. PikaRom, definitely a matchup where we can evolve an unidentified fossil into an Anorith for sure. Because we did have all 4 in there, I believe. So we can get rid of the other 3 to knock out a PikaRom with a big charm or knock out the Raichu. Really just depends on what our opponent has set up as attackers. There's the PikaRom. They got the Guzma and Hala. Makes me think that they maybe have the turn 1 in the hand. There goes Guzma and Hala. Getting rid of Lightning, Mal, and Lana. So currently short. Just missing, what's it called right now? The Coco Prism. Really just missing the Coco Prism. Because they got the energy here, the speed energy. They have Stellar Wish to work with. They got the Escape Board. They got the Thunder Mountain. So only a Quick Ball or the Coco Prism from having that turn 1 full blitz. Looks like we might not be able to get that second Stellar Wish off that I wanted to. We'll see how this Stellar Wish goes for our opponent though. That's a Tool Scrapper. Alright, maybe we will get the chance to evolve. Our nope, there's the Quick Ball. Alright. Or not evolve, get the chance to use our Stellar Wish. Turn 1 full blitz coming out of our opponent here. Still can top deck. Might be fine. Might be fine here. See how the top deck goes. If we top deck even just a Evolution Incense or an Armaldo, we actually get the knockout here on this PikaRom. We don't actually even need a draw supporter. We just need the Armaldo. And they fully loaded up their PikaRom. This is perfect. This is a perfect opportunity for us to top deck out of this. Tons of outs. See if we can get it. There's the Armaldo. All right, exactly what we needed. Discard both fossils. We're doing 120 damage, but our opponent's Pokemon is a PikaRom, so it's got ×2 weakness to fighting, which means we knock it out with that Ancient Blast. Goodbye, PikaRom. And our opponent has nothing else set up to work with. They're down both their Prism cards. I guess the Thunder Mountain's still in play, but with no other energy in play, it's going to be hard for them to utilize that. Hey, we're back in it. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we could even win as soon as next turn with Great Catcher up the Raichu and get 1 more fossil into our discard pile. There's the concede. We'll take it. L to PikaRom. Get that double over the PikaRom in this one. Didn't draw super spectacular in either game, but that shows how good the matchup can be for us. All right, into another game here. Going second. That's fine. We don't need to be going first. See what our start looks like. The Ditto start, not ideal at all. But it's not that big of a deal either. We can work with it. Probably gonna go ahead and put the Twin Energy on here, actually, to be honest, so we can potentially retreat into a Jirachi to get the same. Another PikaRom. Man, all right, sure. Another PikaRom playing up against another PikaRom. So it's gonna be a 3 PikaRom video. 3 PikaRoms in a row here. Double fossil map is really good as well to be able to get those out of the deck. Thins out the deck, gets them in play. That's something we can also retreat into and kind of just give up as a prize card with this Ditto. The big thing here is we just need to find that stadium. Finding that stadium is super important here. Because that means we can actually get our attackers out. Turn 1 Stadium is a big deal with this deck. That's why we play, 4 of the Stadium and then 2 Stadium Nav on top of that as well. All right, tag call from our opponent, the Pikachu Zekrom, and the Guzma and Hala. Probably going to be a turn 2 full blitz here from our opponent, no problem, unless they prize some stuff. All right, here we go. 4 fossils in there. 2 Stadium Nav, 4 Stadium, 2 Quick Ball. We do play a couple Quick Balls, helps us find the Jirachis and the Marshadow. So we're going to thin out our fossils here. No, nothing to scrap on our opponent's side. That's fine though. Let's get these guys out there. Attach active, and Cynthia might want to retreat into a Jirachi. That's why we attach active here. There's a Jirachi. There's a Stadium as well. All right. Gonna retreat into the Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Probably just grab another Stadium to potentially replace their Stadium with on the following turn. And then we're just going to go ahead and Research Lab, 2 Anorith into play. See where it goes from here. This time, unlike our first game, we got to follow up Draw Supporter, even with our Jirachi most likely going down. We got an Evolution for our Ditto and the Anorith. Looking pretty good to me. We'll see what our opponent's got going on, though. But yeah, with double Anorith in play, they can't remove both at once. Geared up pretty well here to take out this PikaRom. If they get that big charm here, though, we're going to need a 3rd Unidentified Fossil, or we could go ahead and grab our Tool Scrapper. No big charm grab on the Guzman Hollow, though, so I think we're pretty safe. Very weirdly, they did Marshadow when they're already going to put a Stadium in play. I don't know if they thought this was Chaotic Swell or something, but or maybe they just want to get it out of the way right now. I have no clue, but they were very eager to throw that Marshadow down and to clear off my Stadium when they're putting a Stadium in play. No explanation for it. Just have to let it be on this one. Full blitz lined up, like I said, probably a pretty easy turn 2 full blitz from our opponent. Hey, there it is, turn 2 full blitz. As long as we get this knockout, tag ball is nowhere in sight, and it's feeling good. Yep, second PikaRom step. That's our 6 prize cards right there. That's 2 PikaRoms, 6 prize cards. That sounds good to me. Drew a triple acceleration energy. Could go ahead and attach that here. Research lab, and I'm gonna research. I want to reach that little bit extra. It's a big deal for us to hit this evolution this turn. We do hit it. I'm gonna go ahead and burn the Stadium Nav. Don't need this anymore. Get those 2 out of the deck. Bench a fossil. Oops. Put a fossil in play. I'm not going to evolve one of these fossils yet because I potentially could, but it's not worth it because our opponent could put a big Jarm in play, and if I evolved one of them, then we might not be able to get the knockout on the following turn. I will leave this one in play because we don't have to pop this one yet. And then yeah, Ancient Blast, knockout, 240, 3 prize cards, 1 turn away. We're so close to getting another dub over our PikaRom here. There are Armaldos there, just kind of missing the energy. We do play 8 energy in this deck. 4 triple acceleration, 4 twin energy. Keep our attacks going, keep them moving. No Jirachi in play right here is a little bit worrying. There's the Bolton from our opponent. Gonna try and switch up that prize trade a little bit, make it a little bit harder for us to close out this game. Makes sense to me. Yeah, try and get that. They're gonna try and get the Bolton attack in here. They do need their Cocoa Prism, I believe, which they haven't used yet. There's the Quick Ball. All right, Cocoa Prism on the way, no problem for our opponents. Maybe even a Reset Stamp coming in here off this Faulkner. That might be a little tough for us to deal with. There's the Reset Stamp. All right, let's see if we can handle the Reset Stamp here. Here it comes, Reset Stamp down to 3. I did ditch a couple supporters with that last research. Hey, there we go. Cynthia for us. We can even Quick Ball away our top deck, get a Jirachi, put that in play in case we do whiff the knockout. They're actually attacking with the PikaRom. Looks like maybe the Cocoa Prism's prize. All right, we're going to try and take max advantage of this and close out the game right here, right now. They're set up for the tag vault. We're going to try and do our best to respond with a knockout before they even get the chance. Going to put double Armaldo in play. And if we do whiff, we can just Stadium and get another Anorith in play. So even if they were to gust up an Armaldo and knock both of these Armaldos out, we'd still have a chance to win. But there's the Twin Energy, so that's going to do it. Take out another dub here over our PikaRom. Like I said, against some of the top decks, we do just fine. PikaRom is one of them. Combosation, beatable. Baby Blounce, definitely beatable. Dragapult a little bit tough, but you saw right there, PikaRom's no problem for the Armaldo. And yeah, the Fossil decks are still kicking. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. If you did, give the video a like and enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.